third presenter is Peng Luhua. She is the director of the East Africa of Shenzhen LEMI, founder of the former Light Up Global Project, Laboratory of Shenzhen Quality Inspections Institute, consultant for Chinese language translation of IEC 62257-9-5 standard, and first director of Lighting Laboratory of TUV SUD certification group in Germany. So today she will give us a speech under the name of Household PV Power Generation Systems in Developing Countries. Let's welcome Ms. Peng.
The non-renewable of fossil energy and the huge consumption of it by human-made fossil energy gradually exhausted. The US Geologic Service estimates that the world's ultimate recoverable oil reserves are 3 trillion barrels. So do you know how long will this 3 trillion barrels last for human usage? According to the current consumption level, it can only last for about 200 years at most. With the time come to 2022, a series of incidents have caused a significant global energy crisis, starting from the beginning of COVID-19 pandemic, which caused a rapid drop of demand and a corresponding cut of oil production. It also seriously affected the international transportation, which made the delivery of petrol extremely difficult. And most recently, the Russian military operation have forced the European countries to diversify their source of energy import. Consequently, it has pushed up energy prices around the world and increased the instability of the global energy supply. It will affect the livelihood of the people and strengthen the effort of reducing greenhouse emission. Based on the current circumstances, we believe this is the point where green energy can be an alternative energy resource against the traditional power, and the solar power will be a very important part. Solar power is energy from the sun that is converted into thermal and electrical energy. Solar energy is the cleanest and most abundant renewable energy source available, and most of the Belt and Road countries has the richest solar resource in the world. Solar technologies can harness this energy for a variety of uses, including generating electricity, providing light or a comfortable interior environment, and heating water for domestic, commercial, or industry use. Countries along the Belt and Road are rich in solar energy resource, and their total renewable photovoltaic power generation potential can reach 450 trillion kilowatt-hour, which is equivalent to 40 times the total electricity demand of these countries in 2016. If only 4% of the photovoltaic power generation potential is developed, the installed capacity can be as high as 8 terawatt, which can meet the expected electricity demand of these countries in 2030. Here is the top 10 countries for installation and the total installed capacity in 2020. According to the data of the General Administrator of Customer of China, the export volume of photovoltaic modules in the first quarter of 2022 was 40 gigawatt, an increase of 109% year-on-year. For solar industry in China, the annual output value exceeds $60 billion. The number of employees exceeds 2 million, and the cumulative power generation is 930 billion kilowatt-hour. Among the top 10 countries of the world, there are now 5 Asian Pacific countries: Australia, China, India, Japan, Korea; 3 European countries: Germany, Spain, and France; and 2 countries in the Americas, Brazil and the USA. Almost top 10 of the manufacturers in solar energy sector are in China. China not only exports the finished products through technological exchange, industrial transfer, inclusiveness, and openness. More countries will achieve common prosperity and common sustainable development with China. Therefore, China's photovoltaic industry is defined by the State Council as the field strategic emerging industry with international competitive advantage in the country, and it is also a new business card for China in the new era. Most countries take solar energy as a direction of rigorous development and achieve corresponding policies to promote the development of solar energy. One of the popular solutions is a household solar energy storage system in the left picture, similar Elon Musk's solar city used in the city. And another is the centralized large-scale photovoltaic power station used in remote area, which transmit power from remote area to cities through ultra-high voltage DC long-distance transmission. And the energy storage system can be used to be more compatible with the power grid. The global potential of grid solar market remains substantial, with 840 million people without electricity access, over 1 billion connected to an unreliable grid, over 70 million farmers who could leverage off-grid solar for productive use, and the promising public institution market. In most African countries, the government can't afford to build and maintain the high efficiency and the nationwide grid power. In order to meet local electricity demand, the World Bank, the United Nations, and several project funds all believe that solar energy is the best solution. Governments of various countries have formulated ambitious goals and policies for full access to the power grid by 2030. At the end of 2019, the off-grid solar sector has attracted more than $1.5 billion in cumulative investment, with growth in the early year primarily driven by equity and debt coming more common recently. From 2012 to 2018, capital investment in the off-grid solar sector grew at a 50% compound annual growth rate, with investment in 2018 reaching an all-time high at $352 million. This sales figure present here refers to the total of all off-grid lighting products and off-grid appliance sales reported by participating affiliates in the period between July 1st and December 31st, 2022. Globally, close to 4 million units of off-grid lighting products were sold between July and December 2021. Despite off-grid solar solution providing the fastest and most affordable way to electricity hundreds of millions of people. The reversal in the growth of the off-grid solar market has led to an estimated 8 million additional people missing out on improved energy access in the last 6 months alone. This is applications for solar. All situations need power can use solar as innovation. Therefore, we have more choices, such as solar street lights, household lighting, mini-grid power stations, photovoltaic irrigation, power supply of health center, including vaccine storage and stable power supply for surgical equipment. There have example for solar. For example, in Uganda, Africa, the population is 42.7 million people, but only 41% get electricity. So the Uganda National Bureau of Standards, with Latin global support, will lead the process to adopt the quality assurance framework as a national standard for component-based system, which amount for a large share of the off-grid solar products in Uganda market. So they have a plan to increase universal access to electricity by 2030. So since the solar is a popular way to give the alternative electricity access, so manufacturing cost of Pico Solar products and solar home system have declined by estimate 3 to 10% and 5 to 15% respectively over the last 2 years, helping companies to reach towards profitable and increasing affordability and the level of the service for consumers. I'd glad to share of a company, LEMI Solar, founded in 2004. This 18 years, we focus on the solar solutions. We are professional manufacturer, specialized in research and design, manufacturing and marketing of the photovoltaic application products. Our products range to cover off-grid solar home systems, both DC and AC systems, solar street lights, integrated inverters and controllers, and mini-grid solutions. Our company have the ISO certificates, and also we have a World Bank Latin Global certificates. We have the SMQ 3A level product quality certificate and the Golden Sun certificate. Our products are well received both in China market and 30 overseas countries for millions of families worldwide living in off-grid area. We have 3 main solutions. The level 1 is 10 to 101 Latin Global certificate solar home system, which can solve the problem of lighting and phone charge. The level 2 is 100 to 1000 kilowatt, which is integrated solar power system with AC output. And the level 3 is from 3 kilowatt to 10 kilowatt, a hybrid PV power generation systems. For these solar home systems, from 10 to 100 watts, we have the Latin Global certificate, and we can charge the systems via solar or grid adapter. Then the solar energy via storage in the battery. We can supply the DC bubbles, DC fans, and the DC TV. Also, we can charge the cell phone. Even we connect a separate inverter, we can power the laptop or other AC appliance. This is our integrated solar generation system, which integrates the inverter and the controller inside, so it can power the AC appliance. This is our 10 kilowatt mini-grid model, which can parallel the battery package for 38.4 kilowatt-hour energy storage. This system can power the reach more than 100 houses daily electricity consumption. We have some good projects in different countries. For example, this is our Myanmar National Electrification Project. This project is supply, installation, and maintenance of solar system for household and public facility from 2016. We offer more than 320,000 units of the DC system, and also we have more than 35,000 solar street lights, which make the village safer during night and provide lighting for kids play games after doing homework. We also offer more than 12,000 units for AC systems for public facility, for clinics, schools, and mosques. We are the top supplier in World Bank project, and we are not only provide the products, we also provide the training, provide the maintenance, provide the after-sales service. This is our engineer visit the school after 2 years. And we also have different design for the solar home systems. So this is a Philippine project. In order to improve in the lives of people in off-grid communities in Mindanao, Philippines, through the provision of sustainable energy from 2017, we work with local electric power bill to offer the pay-as-you-go solar home system for residents. Pay-as-you-go with scratch card. Let me design a hard device with PayGo software, which is like a mobile, can record the customer information and the charge details when load the PayGo app. We offer more than 20,000 units to help the government solve the electrification in the village. This is of switch on ceremony. And also we provide the training, provide the jobs for the local engineer. This is the installation, and after the training, the end user can bring the system back to home by themselves. And once they have problem about the installation of a technician, will visit their house. We also involve the projects in Yemen. This is a UN project to help the Yemenis to reconstruction their house, their cities after the war. So this is the transportations and the warehouse. And here, I'd like to introduce our project video for you.
Yemen is facing the worst humanitarian crisis in the world. Conflict has placed the safety and well-being of almost 80% of the country's population at risk. Funded by the International Development Association, IDA, UNOPS is working with the World Bank in Yemen to restore urban services through the Yemen Integrated Urban Services Emergency Project, and also to improve access to electricity in rural and peri-urban areas through the Yemen Emergency Electricity Access Project. One of the key interventions of the Urban Services Project is clearing up garbage so the space it occupied can be put to better use. More than 1 million metric tons of waste has so far been collected and disposed. More than 650,000 person days of temporary employment have been created, enabling income opportunities for people to buy basic living needs. Over 635,000 people have now access to rehabilitated water and sanitation services as a result of coordinated provisions of new pumps, generators, spare parts, and solar PV systems to local water and sanitation establishments. 171 kilometers of intercity streets have been repaired. 11,350 megawatt hours of energy have been generated for health facilities, schools, streetlights, and water supply. Through the Emergency Electricity Access Project, 26,000 Pico solar PV systems are procured to be sold at subsidized prices to households in rural and peri-urban areas through microfinance institutions. 342 health facilities, schools, and potable water wells identified in rural and peri-urban areas to receive and install solar power PV systems. Restoring key services is crucial to improving health, basic living conditions, and local economic activity. 2 million Yemenis will benefit from improvements to public services and their living conditions. As an effective and sustainable crisis response, the integrated approach to service delivery has enabled UNOPS and the World Bank to effectively respond to evolving needs on the ground, promote local resilience, and preserve the capacity of local institutions.
Thank you very much for this video. We offer not only the products, we can help to design the whole project. This is a Chinese government project. We use the 300-watt solar power system with AC output with 5 pieces of LED tubes, help Cuba Environment Office get electricity in different provinces. We also provide sufficient training to make sure Cuba office know where about our system and can do the maintenance accordingly. Also, we have the mini grid project. This is a project in Ethiopia. We have 5 sites of the mini grid. Total is 1 megawatt. Now, because they have some problem in Ethiopia, north of Ethiopia, the project is still hold on. We improve the life in off-grid area, and we increase the job for local people. And we use the solar power system in school to improve the quality of education. And we provide the affordable and clean energy. We just work with our partner locally. This is of Ethiopia Repair Center. We provide the free training to the local companies and teach them how to deal with the routine maintenance. For LEMI, we have the professional team, and we provide the high quality products. We offer reliable and affordable service, and we share a very rich and high experience, so we can handle a larger country level project. Through enough market research, we establish cooperation with local companies in different countries to help us in local distribution, maintenance, and after-sales service within the product's warranty period. Through reliable construction scheme, design, operation, and maintenance, LEMI's excellent product quality has been highly praised by users, owners, and the government, which has improved the reputation of Chinese-made products and has better competitiveness with foreign European and American brands. We have promoted better Chinese products and change everyone's view on Chinese quality, which is also in line with the development of the Belt and the Road Initiative. We believe that solar energy will be more widely used in the Belt and the Road countries in the future. So thank you very much. This is my personal WeChat and email. Welcome further discussion and opinion sharing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Peng.